Hello everyone and welcome to the Argyle Way. This is a different video because it will be a two-parter today. So obviously the first part in this video will be with Liam, but then the next part will be with Jack because obviously different timings. They can't make it. They can't make both. So this is what we've resulted to. So right now, the recording this, it is 3 o'clock. But later on, around 9:30, I will be doing the next recording with Jack. So first of all, we're going to go through the Bristol Rovers versus Plymouth Argyle game, the most awaited game. I think I think most Argyle fans, even including, I'm going to include Pieface in this, absolutely hate Bristol Rovers.
No, he hates Wickham more.
He hates Wickham more, but he does hate Bristol Rovers. But this game as well, and I just saw on Twitter about Joey Barton coming out and chatting so much shit. I've just seen that on Twitter. Unreal. He said, Bristol Rovers boss Joey Barton has made an extraordinary outburst about Argyle director of football Neil Dewsnip ahead of the League One game between the two clubs at the Memorial Stadium tomorrow. So Joey Barton is a prick, but I've never liked the man. I've never liked the man. So I hope we do beat him tomorrow. It'll be amazing. But obviously, Liam as well. This is a match that throughout the years it's been a little bit of a tense rivalry, but for the past couple of seasons, it's been a bit tense, a little bit tense than most games because obviously Argyle, they're rising up the table, and then Bristol Rovers right now they're still trying to find their form again after a lot of losses at the start. But give me some words about how important this game and how great this game could be as in a whole.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, we should go into this game in full confidence. Because we have won last 5, I think, or was it more than that? I think it's more than that. I think it's more than that. But I mean, Bristol Rovers. I mean, they started off poor the season, but now they've come into form. I mean, albeit it's only against small size. No disrespect, it's not really big size they're beating. It's not really like the big size that we're beating, is it? It's not like the Ipswich, the Derbys, the Portsmouths. It's none of them. So they can't really say, oh, we got our wins against the small clubs. Well, you kind of did, but you haven't faced any big clubs. Until now. Yeah, I mean, it's a big game for Rovers, big game for us. But we have to go into it believing we have to win because we have Bristol Rovers away tomorrow.
Then we got Shrewsbury on Tuesday, and then the almighty Derby. So it's a lot of games in a week, but it's the fixture schedule for you.
Potentially 3 wins, maybe that'll get us 9 points.
That'll put us way up further up the league, but I think we'll be over 40 points by then.
We're on 30. I
think we're on like 36 or 34. I'll have a look anyways. But
we'll be on 43. We'll be on 43.
We'll be on 43. So yeah,
happy days.
Yeah,
that's wishful thinking, but I mean, it's not.
It's not as easy as it sounds. It's not as easy as. Well, you could say it is easy because obviously Football Manager, I like Football Manager, so I'm like, yes, that's a piece of piss win. We could batter them and then we get battered. So it doesn't always work like that. But on paper, you think it's an easy game. But coming out to this game, Bristol Rovers have got the most away goals in 2022. So I think it's this season. But right now, Bristol Rovers, they're starting to pick up their form. I know it's not against the best of teams, but right at the moment, we're in the middle of a 10-game unbeaten streak. So
10 games, nice.
10 games. Yeah, crazy. But right now, we could extend it. We could extend it to 11 tomorrow, but it depends if the players really want to go out and get that win tomorrow. It depends if the players want it more than the Bristol Rovers players. 100%.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. I mean, how many we take? We're taking over 1,000, which is ideal. I think 1,100, similar like that. I mean, their ground don't hold that much away support, so I'm not really surprised. It's the same as when I hopefully go Burton away. They don't hold much. They hold about 1,400. So
yeah.
So 2 clubs that don't hold much away support. But to be honest, we always travel well. We always sell out. So yeah.
Yeah. And do you know what? And as well for Bristol Rovers, you've got to be honest with it. You've got to be honest with Bristol Rovers. Joey Barton is, even though I do hate him with the passion, I can honestly say that I do hate him.
Yeah,
As simple as that. But he is doing well with the club. They are top half of the table now. I think if I want to have a look.
12th, I think.
They're 12th now.
Yeah.
On a negative two goal difference, but right now, I don't know how well they've been doing the last couple seasons. I'll have a look. Where did they finish last season? They were third in League Two, so obviously they got promoted. So for them at the moment, they are doing really, really well, but it just depends if they can keep on grinding out results. But if they're coming up against us, I think it'll be one of those games that, for them, they'll probably take a draw from that game. They'll probably take a draw.
I mean, to be honest, whereas we wouldn't in a way, because
that's the thing.
Yes, it's an away point, but look at the teams who they've got. Bolton's got Accrington, Pompey's got Forest Green. Sheffield Wednesday's got Lincoln.
Yeah, hopefully Lincoln pulls off a bit of a shocker.
Ipswich have got Derby tonight, so come on, Derby. Even though I put an Ipswich win, just.
I know you're doing a watch along for that.
No.
Oh, you're not doing a watch along for that.
No, not for that one. No.
You could have done it, but hey ho.
Could have, yeah.
That would have been a good watch along to
do. Hopefully, Derby pull a result, but I'll put 2 on Ipswich just because I'd rather get points. I'd rather get points on the board than not get points whatsoever.
Exactly, yeah. You do want to you do want to win on the predictions, so I can kind of understand. But if we're going to go through Bristol Rovers' previous games in the league, so the last game they won against Cheltenham 4-1, then they beat MK Dons 1-0 away, then they beat Cambridge 2-1, and then they drew to Exeter 2-2, and then the other game was a 1-0 loss at home to Accrington Stanley. So right now they're in the middle of a good little win streak, but it's 3 wins. Yeah. But could they? I don't know if they'll last. It will last on for that long. The next 3 games they've got us, then Sheffield Wednesday and Derby. So
let's just hopefully put that down as 3 losses, maybe. Hopefully.
Well, yeah, probably, yeah. But we'll see if Joey Barton's side. It depends how they go out, because obviously, if you want to look at their last team that they lined out with, they play with basically a 4-3-1-2/4-1-2-1-2. If Couts is playing a little more deeper, but I'd say it's a 4-3-1-2. They had Belshaw in goal, Gibbons, Thomas, Gibson, and Gordon as their defenders. Rossiter, Couts, and Finley. Then in the midfield, 3. Then Evans as the attacking midfielder, and Loft and Collins as strikers. So you could say that they do like to play with an attacking 2, 2 strikers up front with an attacking midfielder. I've never seen a formation like that in a long time. It's very unusual that we see a formation like that. But with our 3 at the back and then wing backs, we could possibly exploit that. But it depends if he is going to switch formation in that against us. 100%.
Yeah, I mean, he can do that. Yeah, I mean, it depends how we set up. If we can set up well, like we did against Wickham, we tactically masterclassed.
We did tactically pull off a masterclass. We matched their formation. We did match their formation. So Shuey did know what he was coming out with in that game.
We matched the curly hair fraud. So yeah.
Right, what you talk about? I've got curly hair.
One about Gareth Ainsworth.
I know, mate. I know. I've got curly hair as well. But anyways, for Bristol Rovers, we'll see what they line up with on the weekend. But for us, after beating MK Dons 4-1 on the weekend, last weekend, very happy with that. We couldn't ask for anything else. But we lined up with a 4-3-2-1 with Cooper, Edwards, Longwick, Wilson, Mumba, Butcher, Houghton, Randall, Azaz, Whitaker, and Ennis. So it depends if we could go for that again, like a 4-3-2-1, or if we're going to go for a 3 at the back. But with Dan Scarr still suspended, we might probably end up going up with a 4 at the back again.
Yeah.
That's probably what we will go for, and it makes so much sense.
That wouldn't be too bad. I mean, it can work, but
it could work, yeah. And look how many chances we created against MK Dons. If I get the stats up, we had 16 shots, expected goal XG 1.87, 58% possession, 4 big chances, 477 accurate passes. So we did, and then with MK Dons they went up with a 3-4-3. So we did exploit that team. We exploited their formation, and we basically came out with a 4-back, and we pressed them. We pressed them to death. That's all we did. I'd say we pressed them to death. Two of the goals was the main reason why we're playing as we are. Like, Azaz got 2 goals just from a high press. Like,
Azaz is very good.
And it just depends if he's going to pull off the same performance against Bristol Rovers. We'll see what happens.
Hopefully.
Now. But if we're looking at the head-to-head, Bristol Rovers previous 20 matches, yes, 20 matches. We've won. Bristol Rovers have won 5 times. We've drew 9 times, and Plymouth have won 6 times. So we've won. Yeah. We've won more than they won, so that's a positive. But
yeah,
last season we beat them 2-0 at home park, but at their own turf. No, this actually wasn't. This was in the 2020 to 2021 season. So my bad, I got that wrong. But we beat them 2-0 at home park, but then they beat us 3-0 at their own turf, which is not great at all.
Dear.
Which is not great at all. And then in the FA Cup 2019, we lost 1-0. We lost 1-0 at home park. So
that was farcical. That was.
Yeah, but from our team, our team has changed a lot. But with Bristol Rovers, they're still trying to get used to this league again after getting relegated, but coming back into this league again. So this could be a bit of a very, very tense and a very good match for this weekend. I feel like it will be a good match.
I'd love a clean sheet.
What do you say?
I'd love a clean sheet.
You love a clean sheet?
Yeah.
Hopefully we do, because obviously we didn't get the clean sheet at MK Dons. Will Grigg bloody scored, which is a piss take, but we did deserve the clean sheet. But of course, Will Grigg was going to always score against us, wasn't it? It was written in the stars.
You said
it was always going to happen. But basically, that is what is going on. That is basically how we roll, ain't it? We always get clean sheets, but then always when we have a high-scoring game, we don't get clean sheets, and that always happens, and it pisses me off. It gets me on my tits. But if you look at our head-to-head, we'll obviously look at our head-to-head as well. Coming into this game, the previous 10 matches I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, previous 10 matches, we've been unbeaten in 10, 9 wins, 1 draw, 0 losses. Very, very positive. But the previous 5 games in the league, MK Dons 4-1, Accrington Stanley 3-0, Sheffield Wednesday 2-1, Wycombe 1-0, and Ipswich 2-1. So against two teams that are battling with us right now, 2nd and 3rd place, very, very good. And it shows that we are up there for promotion contention this season. We're up there for the battle, and we're not going to back away. We're going to be there for the whole season, hopefully, and I hope we do. And we can cause a surprise, and I hope we do cause a surprise. Really do. And it'll be brilliant.
To be honest, it's just our away form, really.
It is just our away form, but showing it against Wycombe and MK Dons, with them 2 wins away, it just hopefully can be a revitalised away form in the upcoming matches. So hopefully this can bounce up our performances from away from home. So against Bristol Rovers, I think it's the perfect away game to try and prove that. I think it's the perfect time to play them.
And then our next away one is
then obviously we've got Grimsby in the FA Cup away. We've got Lincoln and Burton. But that's 3 away games in a row. So after Shrewsbury and Exeter, we haven't gotten a home game in a month. So
no, disgraceful. Never get an FA.
Very sad. I don't have to go to work for a month, which is kind of sad. But
we never get an FA Cup home game, so I'm not surprised. 10 seasons in 11, that is.
Yeah, that's
not 10 season limit. Sorry, 10 times out of 11.
Yeah.
Shocking.
Excuse me, sorry. But
then there's Pompey that get Hereford.
Yeah, and then they get every single Sky Sports coverage you could ever imagine, which is ridiculous. Yeah. But obviously, all of the Sky Sports love them, so I can kind of understand. But they're idiots. That's all I can say. But obviously, the away game that I would love to go to is Burton. But hopefully, their tickets don't sell out, because I do want to go to that game. They'll be exciting to go to.
But you're on Twitter, mate, so just look on Twitter. Simple
yeah,
as
I'll have a look anyways. I might see how much the tickets are. But are you going on bus or train?
Train.
Yeah. I might have a look.
Train is about 80 quid, something like that.
Jesus Christ. I might need to get someone to hook me up. Okay. I need to get someone to hook me up. So that would be great. But obviously, right now, we're in a positive mood. Plymouth Argyle, hopefully we're on the way up. We see what happens for the rest of the season. But I'd say this is a good 15 minutes of talk about Argyle and Bristol versus Bristol Rovers. But this is the end of part 1. But obviously we will move to part 2. But I'm going to do a cool thing where I just go like that, and then we'll go on to the next one. Bang! Wow. Hopefully you enjoyed this part 1, but obviously we're going to go to part 2. So we'll see you there. 3, 2, 1. And just like that, we switched to now Jack's point of view of the video. So this is part 2 of the Bristol Rovers versus Plymouth Argyle preview. So we got Jack here now.
Basically, what happened, guys, was that Liam was sus and I ejected him from the room.
Basically, we've just we've gone forward in time, and now we are doing the next part. But Liam, he's doing his own thing. He's doing his own thing.
So I realised he wasn't doing his tasks, so he got ejected.
Yeah.
Found out he was the imposter after all.
Yeah, he was the imposter, and he was ejected from the call. So now we are doing the next part 2 of the one video, but we'll get Jackson, but this is about Plymouth Argyle versus Bristol Rovers. So, for the past couple of years, like I said with Liam, the Bristol Rovers versus Plymouth Argyle games have always been a tense match. It's always been.
I think it'll be no different tomorrow.
It won't be any different, but
I was speaking to a Bristol Rovers fan earlier about score predictions and stuff, and he reckons it'll be a tense game tomorrow as well.
Yeah, definitely. And with and I said to Liam as well about Joey Barton coming out and chatting so much shit about Neil Dewsnip, if you say his bloody name and all that. So,
what's Joey Barton come onto the pitch as a player tomorrow? Just even if they're losing the game.
Honestly, like I said to Liam as well, I hate him. I've always hated him. Anyways, I've always hated Joey Barton. I can't stand him. But what he's doing with Bristol Rovers, they're 12th in the league after getting promoted. That's decent, but it depends if they can. Like also Liam said, if they're beating teams that they should realistically be beaten, but against Plymouth, and they've got Sheffield Wednesday and Derby coming up, will they win those games, or do you think that they will get battered? We'll see what happens.
I don't know, because they're another on and off. I think, as it stands, I think they will stay in League One next season, but I don't know. I just don't know if they'll get a top half finish or not.
Exactly. And as well, it's their first season back in League One. They're getting used to this league again, and then with new players, it's just old things for Bristol Rovers, really. And as well, they've got the highest away goal tally in League One, I think. If I can say that right, they've got 34 goals. I think
I know it'd still be rubbish no matter what, but if they did get a point off us tomorrow or a win tomorrow, I only wouldn't be that bad. Basically, if Ipswich and Sheffield Wednesday both have terrible games this weekend as well, but obviously as it stands, Ipswich are winning, so yeah, we do need to win tomorrow.
Yeah, Yeah, and then and as obviously as well, whilst we're doing this recording, we've got the Ipswich. We've got the Ipswich game. Got Ipswich versus Derby on, but right now Ipswich are winning 1-0, which is I'm not happy about it, and I want Derby to pull off a comeback. Come on, Derby.
I'll take a 1-1 draw. To be fair,
I don't mind a 1-1 draw. I wouldn't mind a 1-1 draw either, but it just depends if they can. I don't know if they will. I don't know if they will score. Ipswich do look really good, and they do want to bounce back from that loss against Lincoln. But mainly talking about Plymouth Argyle tomorrow, Bristol Rovers. And I said this to Liam with the head-to-head. Bristol Rovers have beat us 5 times. We've beaten them 6 times, and we've drawn 9 times in the previous 20.
Haven't most of our wins against Bristol Rovers though been at home though?
And in 2020 to 2021 season, we won 2-0 in March at home park, and then we lost 3-0 at their own turf.
Yeah,
which is not a great scoreline. And then,
to be fair, going to their turf isn't that easy. But considering where we are in the table at the moment and where they are in the table at the moment, we really, I'd say we should beat them tomorrow. I wouldn't be surprised. Definitely. I won't be surprised at all if they give it their all and give us a hard hecking time.
Yeah.
But these are games that we should be winning if we want to go up. Simple as that.
Yeah, 100%. And in every game from now on, it is a vital game. Every single game from now on is a vital game. If we want, like I said, if our players want it, they'll go and get it. They'll go.
But I also think we'll win tomorrow because I think the players will do it for the death of Gordon Sparks this week.
Yeah, and if they want that win, they'll go and get it, and they'll have to win this match. They'll have to come out with more desire and effort than the Bristol Rovers team, because I know that Bristol Rovers will want to come out and beat, and will try and want to beat us or draw against us. They're simple as that.
Definitely.
But anything other than a win is not great for us at all. And that is probably what Bristol Rovers want to go for. But for us, we want a win massively.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like I said, if we got a point at the Memorial Stadium, it wouldn't look so bad, but only if Ipswich and Sheffield Wednesday and Pompey had terrible games. But we can't just, obviously, we can't just keep relying on games at the same time. So
exactly, yeah.
We have to get the results ourselves. It's our chance to get promotion, and we're in a fight for it. But like you said, we can't rely on other teams. We've got to get it ourselves. We've got to go and fight for this promotion. But looking at Bristol Rovers' last team, I talked about it in the last part, but they play with a 4-3-1-2. Was this in their 4-1 win over Cheltenham?
Yeah, this 4-1 win over Cheltenham. They play with a 4-3-1-2 with Collins and Loft up front, Evans at centre-attack midfield, Finlay, Cout and Rossiter in midfield, Gordon, Gibson, Thomas and Gibbons as defenders, and Belshaw in goal. And their goalkeeper got an assist as well. I've just seen that. But from the way they pit out, if we want to come out looking the better side tomorrow, what we played with a 4-3-2-1 against Wycombe. Would we play with a fullback again? Because obviously Dan Scar's suspended, but or do we go?
Yeah, this is
with a free back
again tomorrow.
Yeah, or do we go for a free back with wing backs?
I wouldn't be surprised if we end up playing the same formation as we did last week against MK.
MK, yeah. Wycombe, because at Wycombe and MK, we played with a 4-3-2-1, and then you have 2 centre attacking midfielders and then a striker up top. That's probably how we will line up.
Yeah.
We'll probably line up like that, for sure.
No, definitely. But But I'm also one of those fans where I'll be like, oh, if we're top of the league and we're winning a game, we shouldn't really change a winning team. But at the same time, I totally get that Shuey's trying to rotate the squad.
Yeah, because at
the same time too, he's an absolute legend, by the way, this week anyway. There's been I knew he wouldn't go to West Brom. I knew he wouldn't.
I was a little worried at the start, obviously seeing it. But then when I realised, I had a bit of a reality check as well, like, his family are settled there, and why would he move all the way to Brum anyways? It makes no sense.
Like, like they are like I get that they are a big club, West Brom. I get that, but like I just knew he wouldn't do it, and like I said to you guys in the chat already, I when I saw it, I was like, guys, he won't go. It's just Championship propaganda from the media that they want to bring up on one of the managers in League One. Watch Swansea, for example, have a terrible run in November next month, and then they announce on the local newspapers Swansea City linked with Steven Schumacher.
Do you know what? I wouldn't be surprised at all. I wouldn't be surprised.
No,
that's the thing.
But Shuey said he's got a job to do at Argyle and he loves his job here. So there you are. What does that tell you?
Mm-hmm. But
he said he's got a job to do at the club. So what that basically means is he wants to bring us to the Championship. Simple as that.
He's got a challenge on his hands and he wants to be part of this journey throughout. Well, obviously with the team, the fans, this club. He wants to take this club places, and he wants to take our club
to the Championship. We haven't been in the second tier
since
12 years now.
Since 2010.
2010 was the last time we were in the Championship. So this is Shuey's opportunity, of course. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, Ipswich have got a penalty, not to interrupt or anything,
and they've missed it.
Unlucky.
We'll carry on, but from also, like I'm gonna say, it depends as well with Schumacher. If we really want to get the promotion, we've got to go out every single game with 100% effort and determination, 100%, because there's always one game that lets us down. Like last year, there was always one game that lets us down, and then we go on this spiral of bad form. If you are going to lose, but you're going to have to come back with a very, very good result. Simple as that. But it depends when we're going to lose. Because like last year, we went on an unbeaten streak of like 15 games or something like that. 15 to 12 games.
Really, to be honest though, last season though, I thought our bad form really hit pretty much when Ryan Lowe left the club for Preston.
No, it was when we come up against the big sides around November and December, and I think after that he
mind you, we did play Wigan around that time, didn't we?
Yeah,
at home?
we played most of the top six. We lost to Wickham, we lost to Wigan, we drew to MK Dons. They were in the top six.
I know we didn't play Rotherham till about January, February, and
we played them at the start of the season and we lost.
Yeah, I know, but like we played them at home around January.
Oh, February. We
lost that as well.
Yeah, we lost that, yeah. But I'd say if we want to, we've beaten most of the top seven now. We've beaten most of them.
It's just games like Burton last season, Lincoln at home last season, Crewe at home.
And like it's happened already this season with Fleetwood and Charlton.
It's games like that costed us the playoffs last season.
Exactly.
And that's what we need to bring together if we want to be promoted this season.
But with our team,
for sure there's gonna be a game some point that we'll end up losing probably. Between now and the halfway point of the season at Boxing Day. But obviously we don't know when that's going to be, but the more we win these games, then the better chance we have to go back to the second tier next season.
But I just hope when we do lose this game, I hope Schumacher is prepared for how he's going to bounce back. That's what I'm honestly thinking about. If when we do lose a game, how will he bounce back? When will he bounce back? And will he bounce back instantly?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm thinking, because this is what me and Jack, the Young Fan Podcast, were talking about before we played Oxford back in September. We reckon that 5-1 defeat to Charlton really was the moment where it turned on the screw for all of the players. We bounced back immediately. We beat Forest Green, no problem. We then beat Bolton. We then beat Derby, Oxford, nearly beat Portsmouth. I think that Charlton defeat was the moment that we realised that if we want to go up this season, then we've got to be in it to win it.
Yeah, you can, and as well, and I think the players and
I think that Charlton defeat still hits the players and Shuey hard. So, and I think
it does,
because
it's a powerful scoreline to look at. First of all, it's a powerful scoreline to look at, and is not a scoreline that you want at the start of the season. Conceding 5 goals, and that's a negative 5 goal difference right there.
And we were 12th in the league after that Charlton defeat.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
and as well, we had to bounce back our goal difference, but we've bounced back our goal difference in style because we're on nearly the same goal difference as Ipswich. They're on 16, we're on 14.
Yeah,
that is how we have bounced back this form. We've beaten Derby, we've beaten Oxford, we've beaten Sheffield Wednesday, Ipswich, Wickham, Bolton. We drew to Portsmouth. We've beaten all. Yeah,
we're third for goal difference. Ipswich are on 16, Sheffield Wednesday are on 15, and we're on 14.
Yeah, and the thing is as well, I know a lot of people say you need a top goal scorer in the league. Bro, there's like 5 or 6 of our players that have scored 5 goals this season.
We're
what
like,
else do you want?
Oh, we're like,
what do you want?
We're like the German national team at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
From all those years ago, wasn't really a top scorer. They just all worked as a team to get the goals in.
Exactly. Yeah. But
I would say also, if we did have a main goal scorer, it would make us more comfortable.
It was like Ryan Hardy last year, though. How many goals did he score last season? It was like, I don't even know how many goals he scored. He scored a lot of goals last season. That's all we can say about that. But we can't have a very, very high goal scorer. Not every single season, but you do ask for one, though.
To be fair, I do like the rotation, though, between Hardy, Cosgrove, and Niall Ennis.
I like it as well.
All three of them are getting on the score sheet when they can. So really, they're just working together.
Yeah.
Early prediction, but who do you think's going to start out of those 3 tomorrow for Bristol Rovers?
It'll probably be either. It might probably be a Cosgrove or Hardy, because I feel like rotation is key. You've got Bristol Rovers on Saturday, then you've got Shrewsbury on Tuesday, and then you've got Exeter coming up after. So your rotation is key. You'll probably want to play one striker up top.
The big Derby game on Halloween.
Yeah. And remember, rotate, like I just said millions of times over, rotation is key. You've got to give these players game time. But first of all, give them proper rest before as well, because you can't make a player play fucking 2 games in 4 days. It's ridiculous.
I've already decided, by the way, what I'm going as at the Exeter game straight after work at 10 miles. I've got a Yoshi costume, and because it's Halloween and because it's green, Yoshi's a green character.
Oh, yeah,
that's what I'm gonna wear.
Oh my god! Yeah.
So I'm gonna call my Exeter episode on my second channel.
Yoshi.
Yoshi comes to visit home park on Derby Day.
I don't know what. I don't know what I could wear. To be honest, I might just come as Dennis the Menace, for God's sake, because I did at school.
Mate. You don't want to do that.
Why not?
His colours are red, aren't they? And
I'll just paint it green.
True, I guess.
I'll just paint it green, spray paint it. Okay.
Some of my friends used to love the Beano comics when they were kids.
Yeah, it's simple as that, really. What else can we say about that? But good little talk though. Obviously, part 1 we did it with Liam. Second part with Jack. But next part, we'll extend it. We'll go through the predictions.
Oh, yeah.
We will go through the predictions. Of course we will. We do it every single time. We have
All I'm going to say is that Harvey England's, I can guarantee you, has probably put 100% Exeter 0, Fleetwood 4.
Probably, yeah. But if you want to look at this game again, it's 1-0 in the 93rd minute.
I went with 2-1 Ipswich.
Yeah, look, there's the live ticker, by the way, so you can see it there. So, Will Smith throw, yeah.
Oh, wow, that is clever. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, it is clever, to be fair.
There's 7 minutes of added time.
Do you know what? And as well, whilst through this video, we'll go through the rest of this on the live ticker as well. Because I was going to say,
should we just keep this recording going until until the Ipswich game finishes.
Yeah, we'll keep it going until the Ipswich game finishes. But
we could just react to that then as well, because even though it's not Argyle, it's still League One, isn't it?
Because obviously we want Ipswich to draw or lose, but right now they're winning, which is not what we want.
Imagine if Derby equalised right at the last minute. I'll be
happy.
I'll be
happy.
I'll be amazing. Ipswich and Alex Griffin will be seething.
They will be seething. Because that'll be two games bottled at home.
To be fair, they had the chance to go 2-0 up as well, and they bottled that penalty.
Liam, could you stop fucking doing that gif?
Can I impressionise it? Is it?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Mate.
He should just make it his phone screen background. He loves it that much.
No, he should just frame it and put it on the wall behind him.
Or that.
Yeah. It's stupid now, man. Liam, this is a personal... I'm not even getting personal.
This is a personal attack. Like
the personal attack.
Harvey might actually get a Nerf gun and try and...
Stop doing it. Okay? I mean it.
Drama alert!
Drama alert. Oh, Louis Sibley. No, he's gave it away. I don't even know what I did that for.
Is Hurahan playing at the moment?
If I go to the lineups here we go. No, Barkways and Bird, Sibley, Smith, and
I was going to say, imagine if Hurahan, our former player, does the biggest of favours and equalise for Derby right
That'd be brilliant. Wait, did he come on off the bench? He did. He is on at least.
Yeah, that's
really. Why are they not starting?
Imagine if Hurahan,
Goldrick.
Maybe Paul Warren's Paul Warren's resting them both for a bit.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, probably.
Who have Derby got after Ipswich?
I'll have a look in a bit, actually. Yeah, they're solidifying their defence. They do not want to concede, and I don't blame them either. Yeah, that's goal kick. But this is the thing though for like Ipswich fans as well, like that Lincoln defeat. They bounce back like this. This is what I'm talking about with Argyle. They lost to Lincoln and then they instantly bounced back with a result against Derby. That's what I'm talking about. If you want to go up this season, this is the way that they just bring on Richard Keane.
Plus, Lincoln beat us at home last season, so that's not going to be easy. And also, yeah, we got Lincoln away in November, so and I don't think that's going to be an easy game at all. They've got Sheffield Wednesday tomorrow, Lincoln have, and I've put that down as a 1-1 draw. Yeah,
we'll go through the games anyways, but that's the thing now. This is a brilliant result for Ipswich. This is a brilliant result.
Yeah, this is a big win for Ipswich. This is.
Yeah.
So it just shows that.
A couple seconds left.
We aren't the only ones to get a win over Derby at the moment. I don't know. Wait, have Sheffield Wednesday I don't think have played Derby yet this season.
I don't know, actually.
No, they haven't. So when they play each other, that's also going to bring significance.
Yeah, it will.
Haven't played Derby yet either.
Yeah.
Peterborough have. Peterborough lost 2-1 at Pride Park.
Cleared out. That's a throw into Derby.
And that was the week before we beat them.
Yeah. Exactly. That's the thing. But all I can say is Derby right now. Oof. Do they even look like a promotion? Do they even look like a team that's going for the playoffs?
I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised if they invest in January.
They will invest. They will invest in January.
Weird one with them. They're on and off. Like there's impressive wins they're getting, but there's also games they shouldn't be losing, like Port Vale, for example.
Exactly.
I don't think anyone expected Derby to lose to Port Vale.
Oh yeah, that was a very bad result. But like one of my mates said, he said, with the team that they've got, you should expect them to go up. But on paper, they look good. But it's like I said, there you go, full time.
Yeah, there you go. Ipswich have won it. It hasn't been confirmed on my phone yet because I'm a few seconds behind. But yeah, Ipswich got huge
we'll
3
go
points
through
there.
the predictions for that anyway. So who got that right?
Well, I said 2-1 Ipswich, so I haven't got the scoreline right, but I've got
Liam put 2-1 Ipswich. Right. I wouldn't have got that right anyway, so...
Because didn't you say 2-1 Derby?
I said 2-1 Derby, so...
Fair enough.
I wouldn't have got that right anyways. So, full time, 1-0 Ipswich. This is on the recording as well, but it puts more pressure on us. It puts more pressure on us.
It does.
But also, it puts a little bit of pressure on Sheffield Wednesday as well, because they're getting further ahead of them. But...
Well, Wednesday have crept up on the table now, considering last week especially as well. I knew they would anyway.
Yeah. I thought Sheffield Wednesday would as well. But as that game is over now, we'll go through the rest of the predictions. But
yeah, good win.
I'm going to write the predictions down. So I'm going to write mine down.
To be fair, Harv, I know it was just one game from Monday night, but people will write me off and laugh at me for this. But the way they beat us back in August, the way they beat Portsmouth on Monday night, if they can fix their away form for the rest of this season and have an amazing second half of the season with their good home form as well, I'm not joking. I wouldn't rule Charlton out of being in the playoffs this season.
I wouldn't either, yeah. I agree with you on that.
I know they've had... I know what lets them down is either, one, their away form, or two, drawing games such as... drawing home games such as the 1-1 draw with Forest Green, for example. But if they click on like they did against us and like they did against Exeter and like they did against Portsmouth, and they fix their away form, they could finish in the top half. They could finish top 6.
You and Liam both said 2-1. To Ipswich. So
did he say 2-1 Ipswich as well?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you both get a point. Yeah. Liam's just messaged me saying if we're still recording at around 10:15, he'll jump on.
All right, then.
All right, that's fair. All right. So we'll go through the games in order, but obviously you've written them down, but I'll still try and get you to talk about the results, obviously. But first of all, this is a 1 o'clock kickoff, which is a little early. But Lincoln versus Sheffield Wednesday.
At 1 o'clock?
I don't have a clue, actually.
Oh.
But 1 o'clock kickoff, Lincoln versus Sheffield Wednesday. It'll be important if they do lose for us, but...
I've gone with a 1-1 draw.
Yeah.
I will be honest, Harv. I know we should be beating them as well, but I'm not looking forward to Lincoln away in November. It's going to be a really difficult game for us.
Yeah. Yeah, it will, 100%.
Lincoln, I agree with Callum, the Portsmouth fan. I think Lincoln are an underrated side this season. They just haven't been hugely clinical.
Yeah. Like one of their player, Jack Diamond's been playing really well.
But then again, you could say the same about so many teams in the league. It just shows how tight the mid-table and early and the top half of the bottom half is between all those sides.
Yeah, exactly. So you said, but for me, I'm going to go for mine first. But I think Sheffield Wednesday will win 2-1.
If they win tomorrow, that's a good win for them, especially if it's away. If this was at Hillsborough, I would have gone with the Sheffield Wednesday win, and I think everyone would have expected that. But if they win tomorrow at Sincilbag, I'd say that's a good win for the Owls.
Definitely.
Yeah, Ipswich are now 1 point behind us. So, yeah, we have to win tomorrow.
Yeah, we have to win. And then, what did Liam say? Liam said 2-1 as well. Sheffield Wednesday. And then you said 1-1 draw. So, but it depends how Sheffield Wednesday go out in this game, and then Lincoln as well. If they play how they played against Ipswich, I think they could probably come out with a very, very good... That could be a very, very good game. That'll be a very, very good game to watch. 100%.
Speaking of which...
Look at that. Lincoln beat them last season at 3-1.
And that as well.
Yeah. Never know. Anything could happen, really. We'll see what happens.
They got a point at... They got a point at Hillsborough last season.
Yeah. They've only played each other 4 times, I think. It looks like it. From the head-to-head.
Speaking of which, if you want something to watch tomorrow, I know it's not in League One, but it's in the Championship. It's just been advertised. The South Wales derby is tomorrow at 12:30 between Swansea and Cardiff.
I was thinking Swansea and Cardiff. Yeah, that'll be a good match to watch. And Cardiff's player just had that thingy successful, so their player's back from suspension immediately. So
okay,
it was, to be honest, it was not a red card. Let's be realistic, it wasn't a red card. It was stupid. Don't understand why he was given that.
I'll have to look into that because I hadn't quite.
But next game, Accrington Stanley versus Bolton.
Now, if I remember rightly, I think I went 1-0 Bolton for this.
I will check this here. Bolton. Where the fuck did you put this? It doesn't say Bolton. Did you forget to put it down or something? Oh no, you did. 1-0 Bolton. I just didn't see it.
I swear I put Bolton's name.
I couldn't see it then because you put it so far down. Weird, but you put 1-0 Bolton. Do you think that Bolton will do you think that Accrington Stanley won't win against them?
I think it'll be a tight game. They're both northwest clubs surrounding that Manchester, Lancashire area, but I think Bolton will scrape getting 3 points tomorrow.
Yeah. And as well, if they want,
I can see them bouncing back from those 2 disastrous Gloucestershire games that they had.
Yeah.
Against Cheltenham and Forest Green.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those.
But if they lose this tomorrow, I reckon that's going to be a bit of pressure on Ian Evatt, the manager.
Definitely, it definitely will be. There we go. 1-0.
Oh, have you heard, by the way, Gerrard's been sacked from Villa?
Yep. I think he was sacked last night.
Another managerial casualty gone.
Yep. Shocked. And all of his backroom staff has gone as well.
Oh, they? Oh, right.
Yeah.
What I don't get, though, is that I know it's a bit off topic talking about the Premier League. Well, not really off topic because it's still English football. But anyway, what I don't get, though, is how Brendan Rodgers has still got his Leicester job.
Yeah, I don't get that.
But I do think he will be sacked this weekend if they lose.
Mm-hmm. I do agree with that.
But I'm going to double check who Leicester got.
I think I might go. I might go for the order here. So you went 1-0. Liam put 2-0. I'm going to put 3-0.
Oh, okay. Oh, they got a relegation battle on Sunday. Leicester are away to my brother's football team, Wolves.
Interesting. But I feel like with Bolton, because obviously I know we beat them 3-0, but I feel like this could be a bounce back game for Bolton. This could possibly be a little bit of a high scoring game, but not like really high. They could possibly get 2 more goals. I feel like they have a team in there that could go and get 2 or more goals in this game.
It's why I went with 1-0 because I think Aki is so hard to break down anyway.
Mm-hmm. And if you look at the head-to-head as well, look at last year. They lost 1-0 to Accrington Stanley at their own turf, at their turf. Accrington Stanley have beaten them 3 times. Bolton have beaten them once.
They have a good record then.
Yeah, they have a very good record. And then Bolton beat them 3-1. But I feel, and this is at Bolton, so last time they played them at home, they beat them 3-1. So I feel, that's in April, but away to Accrington Stanley, I don't know. I don't know how this will go for them, but I hope to be honest, I don't want them to win because obviously it'll be good for us and then it'll be good for them.
No, I'd rather Aki win, 100%.
I'd rather Aki win, but for my predictions, it would be good if they would have got 3-0, but I don't think it will happen. It might.
Plus, Aki aren't going up this season anyway.
They aren't going up anyway.
Unless they pull off some masterclass of a rest of the season or something.
They just pull off. Who was the manager that kept Leicester up in 2015? Can't remember his fucking name.
Nigel Pearson.
They'll do a Nigel Pearson, but reverse. So they'll just do it promotion.
Yeah,
that'll be fucking mad. But next, we'll leave that one for last. Actually,
yeah.
But next game, Burton versus
Cheltenham.
I went with
1-1 here between Burton and Cheltenham.
Yeah. Squeaky chair, man. Come on, stop squeaking. All right, Burton. Yeah, you put 1-1.
I can't see Burton winning tomorrow. I still don't think they're looking great throughout in general this season. I know they've had some impressive games, such as that fantastic Exeter win, of course, as we all know.
Yeah.
But no, I can see Cheltenham getting a point tomorrow. I can't see Cheltenham winning either.
I think it could. Yeah, I can agree with you, but it depends what team wants it the most. Who wants to stay up the most? But
yeah, that's what I reckon. Whoever wins tomorrow will
it could possibly be Burton. I don't think Cheltenham's form right now is looking great enough to stay.
True.
And with Burton as well, their top goal scorer, Adebayo, it could possibly be their main threat tomorrow. And they've got a decent goal scorer this season. With Cheltenham, Alfie May is bagging goals, but with Adebayo right now, he's bagging in some goals for Burton.
Plus, Alfie May hasn't played as frequent as he
he hasn't played as frequent. Yeah, exactly. So I feel I might go for a 1-0 Burton. Or do I go? I'm going 1-0.
They could sneak a win, tomorrow.
Yeah, I feel like they could sneak a win tomorrow. I generally feel like
that's a big game. That's a big game for both of them.
Yeah, definitely.
Caden Jackson's got player of the match for the Ipswich Derby game.
Yeah, he missed that bloody penalty. How the fuck did he get player of the match? That's fucking stupid.
Oh, he must have had a obviously I was still on the train and stuff, so I didn't see the first half, but
Liam put 2-1 Cheltenham.
He must have had a brilliant overall performance, like even outside of that penalty miss.
Yeah. So Liam put 2-1 Cheltenham. Interesting.
Yeah, fair enough.
Fair enough. I can understand, but
it can go either way, to be fair.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Tomorrow. Then you put 1-1 draw. I was about to say 11-11.
Well, that'd be the highest scoring match I would have ever seen in my life.
Nice.
Apart from those, I can't remember what they're called, but there were these football storybooks I read when I was a kid. And in the first game they played, in the first chapter, one of the teams won 28-0.
Huh. That's kind of cool, if I'm truly honest. Yeah. But next match, Cambridge versus Port Vale. Cambridge right now, they're in the middle of they've beaten.
Well, they got that Papa John's trophy.
They got that Papa John's trophy win, but right now they're in the middle of a 4-game winless streak, and they've lost 4 times. And then with Port Vale, they've beaten Derby 2-1, and then they've drew the Forest Green 2-2. So right now, Port Vale is on a better run than Cambridge. But what do I feel like for this game? I feel like Cambridge could bounce back.
That's what I went with. I went with 2-1 Cambridge.
So I feel like this is the perfect game for them to bounce back in.
Yeah, no, 100%. I agree.
Yeah, and then you went for 2-1. Can definitely understand. I feel like they could bounce back. If they don't bounce back this game, they're in trouble. They're in trouble.
Yeah, I think they could be.
100%.
I wouldn't say their manager's in trouble though, Mark Bonner. I'd say more so their players are in trouble. They just have to step up.
Exactly.
Which is a shame because I highly rate one of their midfielders as well, Adam May. He's absolutely class.
Yeah, Adam May's sick. But if I was going to go for a scoreline, I might back you as well. I was either going to go 2-1 or I might go 2-1. I'll go 2-1 as well. I think most of us are just going for 2-1 scorelines. I think most of us are just going for 2-1 scorelines.
I think the highest I've gone with this weekend is 3-0, which is coming up.
Liam put 2-0 Cambridge, so he doesn't think Port Vale will score.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
There's McKenna.
Then Jack. So we will see how this game gets on the weekend, but it depends who wants this game the most. But obviously, head-to-head, not last season, but in 2020 to 2021 season, because they were both in League Two, Cambridge won 1-0 at Port Vale, and then at Cambridge, they won 3-1. So we'll see what happens in this fixture, but I feel like I'm more on the Cambridge side than I am on the Port Vale side. If you get what I mean.
Me as well.
That's what I feel. That is what I feel for this game. 100% yo. But next match, I don't even want to
2-0 Fleetwood. 2-0 Fleetwood.
I don't even want to look at Liam's prediction because I know he'll back Exeter again.
Has he actually backed Exeter?
I don't even know because I bet he has. I bet he has. If he has,
I went 2-0 Fleetwood because Exeter's home form is nowhere near their away form, first of all. And second of all, Fleetwood have been, for me, and we spoke about this in our review of the season last week with the Young Fan podcast, Harvey England, Liam, and Jacob Howley, the Ipswich fan.
You can check that in the description below.
We said Fleetwood was the surprise of the season, and I can see them doing it again tomorrow.
Yeah, they could possibly do it. Definitely. If Liam actually does back Exeter again, if he joins this call, I'll remove him. I don't care. So you put...
I put 2-0 Fleetwood.
Liam put 1-1 draw.
That can happen, to be fair.
That could happen, to be fair, actually.
That could happen.
And then you put 2-0 Fleetwood. I can understand.
What did you put?
I haven't said it yet, but I feel like I'm obviously going to go for a Fleetwood win.
Imagine if Harvey sets us up all up here where he goes, oh, if Liam predicts an Exeter win, and he just predicts an Exeter win himself.
No, I never will.
I only predict Exeter wins if I genuinely think that, they'll beat them no problem. But most of the time exactly. They don't.
Like if it's Forest Green at home.
Or if it was Forest Green or Morecambe at home. I think that's about it.
Exactly. But I think I'll go for a 1-0 Fleetwood win. I just feel like it will. I feel like because both teams right now, they both kind of... I was about to say they both kind of play like the same style of play, but...
You know what's interesting, though? I actually had earlier this season for Exeter to beat both Wycombe and MK Dons at home this season, which I got right, but... Then again, I don't think I could care less anyway. They are 3 tin pot clubs, all the 3 of them put together.
Yep. Exactly. No one can say anything. No one could say otherwise. Really.
Yeah.
And then you said 2-0, well then Liam put 1-1. I could see it happening. You never know. It could happen, but I don't think that would be a good result for Exeter against Fleetwood. They are below them in the league.
Who have Exeter got on Tuesday night when we have Shrewsbury before they play us?
I'll have a look anyways in a minute. But the last time they played Fleetwood was back in 2014.
Oh, God, that is a long while.
But they beat them 3-0 on their own turf. And then they beat them 2-1. Then drew 0-0. So, looks like Fleetwood have not beaten them. So...
Yeah, but it's been that long because Exeter have stayed in League Two and bottled so many playoff finals.
They bottled so many playoff
finals. Do, while Fleetwood went up to League One and they stayed in League One.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And let me have a look. So 1-1 Fleetwood, 2-0. 2-0 Fleetwood. Let me message Liam as well whilst I'm mid-recording. All right, there we go. See if he gets that. But Exeter versus Fleetwood. I feel like Fleetwood will want this more, as obviously right now they are doing well, but 15th still, 0 goal difference.
They are 2 points separated.
They are, 2 points separated. And if Fleetwood do win, it will take them above Exeter. And I think it will pin Exeter further down.
Trust the process.
Trust the process. I think it's Scott Brown is their manager, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Trust the process.
And Exeter's is Kevin Nicholson.
Yeah. Trust the process.
England's not here tonight, so I thought I'd take up his mantelpiece and repeat those 3 magic words.
Those magic words. Trust the process. 100%. But next match.
This is where I've gone. This was where my 3-0 scoreline is.
I was about to say 4-1. Well, obviously, Forest Green did beat them 4-1 in the Papa John's Trophy. But Forest Green versus Portsmouth. Portsmouth, they'll probably 100% win this. If they do not win this, holy shit.
I've gone with 3-0 Forest Green.
Yeah.
No, I haven't. I'm joking. I went with 3-0 Portsmouth. I think they'll bounce back tomorrow.
And Liam said the exact same thing.
Well, I said the exact same thing back in August when we played Forest Green, because when we lost to Charlton, we had Forest Green away straight afterwards. And I said, if we don't win this game, Shuey's got to change something in that team. But we won 3-0, so it was no problem. Yeah. And now Pompey are going to be going through this because they lost heavily at Charlton, and now they're playing Forest Green away tomorrow.
Exactly, yeah. Exactly. But I feel like this will be the first week that we all go for the same score, 3-0, because I feel like I'm going to go 3-0 as well. I think this will be the first week, or maybe in first in a long time, that all of us go for the same score.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going 3-0 as well. So I feel like Portsmouth will batter Forest Green. It depends how they go out in this game, but they cannot lose again or bottle another game. Surely they can't lose.
It would be funny though, I'll give it that.
It would be funny, but surely they can. Surely they can. Surely.
I'll call Forest Green. I'll call Forest Green kings if they beat Portsmouth tomorrow.
Yeah, I will as well.
I never thought I'd say that, calling a vegan club kings.
I would happily buy a Forest Green shirt and I would wear it in the next episode.
No, I could never do that. I could never do that. I'm not wearing vegan merchandise.
Vegan merchandise. All right. This is all I'm going to say. If Forest Green beat Portsmouth by 2 or more goals tomorrow, you have to get the vegan eating shirt tomorrow. You have to get the Forest Green shirt.
I'm not. This is a forfeit on you, mate. You came up with this.
No, but I'm coming up with a 2-0 result. If they win by 1, I get it. If they win by 2, you get it.
Nah, no deal. I can't be arsed. I got money to spend on other things. Your choice.
Don't worry, we'll sell it to somebody after.
If you wanna spend all your possible
when Forest Green next come to Home Park,
if you want to spend all your possible DOS in cash that you could use on one amazing drink at Weatherspoons and meet some amazing people at clubbing or whatever on a Forest Green shirt, then that's up to you.
When
mate.
Forest Green next come to Home Park, we could sell it to one of their fans.
Well, that depends on how many they bring to Home Park.
It'll probably be like 10, but because they've got a terrible fan base. But hey ho.
Why do they call Accrington Stanley? Who are they? Why don't you just give it to Forest Green instead?
No, well, because they're easy to take the piss out of Accrington Stanley because of that advert. But Forest Green, they literally don't. We don't even know where the fuck they are. They're literally in a forest.
Vegan merchandise.
It says in their name, Forest.
I know where they are. They're near Stroud.
Yeah.
They're in a village called Nailsworth, but it is true that their village, Nailsworth, is now the smallest place in the whole country to host a professional.
Can we just call this bloody episode? Oh, hello, Liam. Should we just call this episode a roasting Forest Green Rovers?
I don't know why you're saying roasting Forest Green when you've just said, "Oh, if Forest Green win tomorrow, I might get."
Yeah, because then I would wear it and then I'd burn it. I'd burn it in the backyard.
Unless you do find a way to give it to one of their fans or something.
Yeah, definitely.
Liam will wear it.
Yeah, Liam would wear it because he's a vegan eater. He's a vegan eater.
No, I'm not.
No, I don't think any of us are vegan eaters.
We're taking a piss out of vegan eaters now. What are we doing? What have we resulted to?
That's it. We're getting our heads chopped off next week. Yeah, we're at home.
Henry VIII. 3-0.
Oh no, we don't speak about him. He treated six women like crap. I'd never do that.
Yeah, I would never do that either. It's disgusting, really.
He's a twonk.
Twonk, that's a new word. That's a new word. But next match, this is a very good match,
I went with a Wickham away win here tomorrow.
This will be a very good match to watch.
Honestly, MK are so bad right now.
Yeah, they are not good at all.
I actually think as it stands, he'll be the next manager sacked, Liam Manning, in this league.
Yeah, I think he will. But Milton Keynes Dons versus Wickham.
The Buckinghamshire derby.
Yeah.
And two very quiet, atmospheric clubs. Basically meaning they're non-atmospheric.
Wickham Wanderers. I said Wonders. Look, I put Wickham Wonders.
Oh, Harvey, man, what are you saying?
Mate, my spelling is dog shit. I need to go back to school. Okay then. Let's just forget what I just wrote.
I mean, the Wickham fans are probably still calling themselves Wonders anyway.
They're probably
like I said already, even when they said this when they played us, they still think they're going to go up.
They're probably wondering why the fuck they're 13th.
They are doing a lot better than MK.
Yeah,
at the moment.
Imagine
they
are.
MK get a win tomorrow.
But from your predictions, Jack, you put 2-1 Wickham.
Correct.
Yeah. Do you feel like that? Do you think that MK will score?
Yeah, I do, but I just think Wickham are a much better team than them right now, and also it's a derby, so it will be heated, and I can see them doing a repeat of what they did in the playoff semi-final clashes last season, because they outclassed MK last season in the playoff semi-finals.
Yeah. And then Liam, you put 2-0. So do you think they'll keep a clean sheet? I can understand with that. Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
That's honestly a fair prediction.
Oh, we got a point, by the way, tonight, Liam, because Ipswich beat Derby, but I'm annoyed because I wanted Derby to get a point at least.
Same.
And I'm going to put 3-1 MK Don. Not MK Don.
What did Harvey England put for Derby? Do you know, Jack?
I don't think he's going to do this weekend.
He probably won't do this week because of
the message the message. Yeah. Basically, the message he sent to us.
The message he sent in Messenger chat. So we're not going to say on recording, but yeah. If you want to just look at it in Messenger, Instagram. So there you go.
Yeah, I've already seen it. I just wondered if you do the predictions. That's all.
That's all right. Nah, yeah, he won't do it. But I'm going to put 3-1 Wickham.
Fair enough. What did you put for the others, by the way, just out of interest? Because I was on the call, obviously.
Derby lost, but I put 2-1 Derby, so they lost anyways. But 2-1 Sheffield Wednesday, 3-0 Bolton against Accrington Stanley, 1-0 Burton against Cheltenham, 2-1 Cambridge United against Port Vale, 1-0 Fleetwood against Exeter, and 3-0 Portsmouth against Forest Green Rovers.
I think I put 3-0 Pompey. Did I put 3-0?
We all put 3-0 Pompey.
Oh, yeah.
I also put 2-1 Cambridge against Port Vale, same as Harvey.
Yeah. But right now, I just don't... Obviously, I feel like two things. One, first of all, I don't want to go for the same result as Jack, 2-1. But secondly, I feel like Wickham could possibly... No, obviously, we beat them 4-1, but I feel like Wickham could possibly go out with a nice, decent scoreline as well. They beat Peterborough 3-1. They beat Oxford 1-0. What makes you say that they couldn't go and do the same to MK Dons? They're not playing well. What else can I say about
that? I've got Peterborough to lose again this weekend.
That's all I can honestly say. Peterborough, stinkers. But next match.
Right, this is my surprise. Prediction.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Would you like to hear it?
Yeah. Let me have a look at it before you say. Oh, okay, go on and say it.
I said Morecambe 1, Barnsley 0. People laugh at me. I know that, but you know what? I genuinely, from my heart, I wanted to go for it. I know Morecambe have been terrible this season, but there's that one home fixture I can just see them grind out and get somehow a very good 3 points.
All right, that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Only joking. only joking. But I can understand where you're coming from.
What did Morecambe do to you, Harvey?
What?
That's going in the intro.
Yeah. Well, no, because I was honestly just surprised I was just surprised that you actually put Morecambe to win that. But I can understand
when he put his predictions, I'm like, what?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, come on. The Lincoln one's fair enough, surely. Yeah. They'll be a hard team to beat. I can
understand where you're coming from, because obviously I think there will be a surprise result this weekend, but I just didn't expect you to put the surprise result as the Morecambe versus Barnsley.
No.
Yeah, simple as that. But I think Barnsley could win 2-0. I think they'll win 2-0.
I think I put 3. Did I put 3 now?
Bloody hell. You went one above me. So.
I think I did. No, I put 2-0 Barnsley.
So 1. So I'll have to edit it tonight. That'll be great. 1-0. Not 1-0. 2-0 Barnsley.
That's who Exeter have got on Tuesday night. They're away. They're away at Pride Park.
Oh, then Liam, you put 2-0 Barnsley.
Yep.
And then Jack, bloody hell, 1-0 Morecambe.
Go on, let's go for it. Shall I put a bet on it?
Go ahead. Go ahead. You're the only one who's doing it, not me.
Seeds if it comes true.
You're the only one who's doing it, not me.
No, I ain't betting. I'm too much of a pussy.
Gamble responsibly, kids. And I'm saying don't gamble responsibly, kids. Kids, don't gamble. That's the honest thing. Don't gamble, because it's a waste of time. Ruins your bank account. Your bank account starts crying after a week.
Harvey says this and he goes on to put a bet between Swansea and Cardiff tomorrow.
No.
You're wrong. That's why you're wrong, Jack. The game's on Sunday, you know.
Wait, what?
I
swear I just saw an advert and it said it was tomorrow. Let me just...
I'll have a look anyways. Liam might be wrong.
No, Liam's right.
Yeah, he is right.
Yeah, Mr. Right himself.
Fair enough.
Should we just call Liam Mr. Right because he wants to get everything right?
I'm trying to think of another nickname for that now.
Yeah. But whilst you think
who's always right? Mr. Customer.
Mr. Customer.
Well, there's that saying, isn't there? The customer is always right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which I don't believe in at all, because I've worked in that before.
Yeah.
I know the customer's not always right.
Next match, Oxford versus Peterborough.
2-0 Oxford.
2-0 Oxford. Bloody hell. You're going for it this week.
What did I put?
Honestly, they were impressive against Exeter.
You put 2-1 Peterborough.
They were impressive against Exeter, and Peterborough are so inconsistent. I can really see Peterborough losing again tomorrow away.
Not gonna lie, I might actually back you with that.
Fairs.
Because that does actually make loads of sense. If they lose, then who cares? But I feel like they could they probably could pull off a surprising result. And with Peterborough right now, their form is not great at all. Not great. I know they.
I can see them building tomorrow from that amazing Exeter win.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But if they don't, the pressure's back on Robinson yet again.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna put 2-1 Oxford.
At least we've gone different.
2-1 Oxford, but then Liam put 2-0 Wickham. Not Wickham. 2-1 Peterborough. It's because I'm just looking at a small screen and then there's just so many words and I'm just so tired right now. I just am a little dizzy. 2-1 Peterborough. I've got to bloody edit this as well. Oh,
have fun.
Yeah,
I wish Morecambe were away now instead to Barnsley, and I went with a 1-0 win. That'd be hilarious.
And then what did you put, Jack, for Oxford? 1-0.
No, 2-0 Oxford.
2-0. 2-0 Oxford United. Yeah, you never know. They could. And with their head-to-head, in 2020 to 2021 season, Peterborough beat them 2-0, and then Oxford and Peterborough drew 0-0. Overall, 6 wins to Oxford, 4 wins to Peterborough.
February 2020.
So we'll see what happens with this game. It could be one of those games that could maybe pull off a bit of a surprisement, either the scoreline or the result, or who wins it. We'll see. But the last match, I think this will be a good match. This will be a good match actually, because both these two teams are near. Yeah, look, 8th and 10th. 2 points separate them both, and Shrewsbury have got a game in hand over them.
I went 2-1 Charlton.
Same.
Yeah, I'll get you with that.
I was saying this to Harv earlier, Liam. I was just saying if they pick up their if they start to really pick up their away form now, and if they build on the home form that they've had over us, Portsmouth, and Exeter this season, I wouldn't be surprised if Charlton push for playoffs, if I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, same.
I could see them being dark horses in the second half if they pick up their form.
Yeah. 100%, I agree with you on that. I agree.
You've got to play Ipswich in a few weeks' time as well. And I think it's at the Valley as well. So Ipswich are buggered that night.
But we'll go through your predictions for the last one. So Liam put 2-1 Charlton. I'm going to put... I might put 1-0 Charlton. I think they will win, but I just feel like against Shrewsbury, because Shrewsbury is playing well at the moment, I feel like it will be one of those games that will be a little bit of a struggle, but maybe they could edge it out.
It's a shame they get beat by us. Oh, by the way, when they do play us, we gave them 716 tickets for the game.
Who's this?
Shrewsbury.
Right.
Gave them 716 tickets. That's poor, and that's 10 part. Yes, it's Tuesday night, but still. They've been allocated 600 tickets for Fleetwood. Been allocated 600 tickets for Pompey. I mean, that's just poor all round. You can talk about their away support is awful. Then, generally awful.
Then Liam put 2-1 Charlton.
I mean, I've watched them at home before, so I know they put up a performance home, but obviously I've never seen their away fans, so that'll be interesting.
Then Jack, you put I'm just trying to find it quick.
2-1 Charlton.
2-1 Charlton. So both of you put 2-1 Charlton, and I put 1-0 Charlton. So there we go. That's all of the predictions done, but we'll bring the table up now before obviously the end of the video. But
I also went 1-0 Morecambe because I just think Barnsley are going to be another one of those sides that I just cannot see going up at all this season and being a bit inconsistent.
Yeah. Jack's very sleepy.
Barnsley probably will beat them tomorrow, but when I looked at that fixture, I was like, you know what? I know it's a surprise, but I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for a Morecambe win.
Yeah. Then Tuesday, obviously, we'll go through these results.
To be honest, boys, I'd rather get Lincoln Sheffield Wednesday spot on anyway, because I've got that down as a 1-1 draw.
Yeah. Why I've done that? I'm an idiot.
You look very sleepy, Jack.
Huh?
I'm pretty. Oh,
I've
my
had a
head's
long
pounding,
day.
man. My head's pounding.
I've been up since how long?
Let's look at it. We'll look at the table before we finish for the day.
Jeez.
Plymouth still first. But Ipswich with that win tonight, they've took their wins to double figures now, so they're on 10 wins. But
they're hard.
1 point behind us, 16 goal difference, and then they're joint 28 goals with us. But I think this will probably be one of the close. I think this could be a very, very tense and close promotion.
Ipswich got Port Vale next. Put that down as a win.
Yeah, you might as well.
Yeah. Is it home or away?
I'm not sure actually. It is away.
Oh, lovely.
Nah. That's 3-0 Port Vale written all over it. Come on, the Vale.
I thought you was going to say the other way then. Oh my god. But then Sheffield Wednesday, they've still got a game in hand over Ipswich, but they've got Lincoln next. They're third in the league, 29 points. I feel like with the match against Lincoln tomorrow,
Go
it
on,
could be a surprise, but
imagine if Forest Green beat Pompey. Oh, please.
So funny.
Oh, mate. Jack, the bet's on. Shut it. But
I'm not participating in your
yes.
Pompey
Get Liam to do it. He'll wear a vegan shirt. I'm not wearing a bloody vegan Forest Green shirt. Fuck, just shove that comment up my arse. Now there's your intro.
We'll have to come up with a dare. We'll have to come up with a dare every video.
Yeah, I mean, if Pompey lose to Forest Green, that's hilarious, and their fans still think they're going to get promoted. Don't know why.
Wait, hang on. What?
Pompey fans still think they're going to get promoted.
Oh yeah, no. I literally got message after message after message after the Charlton result. Just Pompey fans saying to me, "Well, there you have it. That's our form dropped already, and that's it. We're going to be rubbish again at Christmas, and that's it. Us not going up this season." They're so pessimistic, man. Honestly.
Yeah. But, and when it's like 5 wins on the trot, oh, I get promoted.
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
They've still got to play Derby this season as well. So have Sheffield Wednesday.
What at Pride Park?
No, either of them.
And do you know the best thing is I can see right now? And
like in general, Sheffield Wednesday and Portsmouth haven't played Derby this season yet.
Oh, lovely stuff. That's 2 losses then, hopefully.
And do you know what the best thing is I can see right now? And this is making me a lot happy. Our form, 5 wins, all I can see there. And then everyone else, either draw or loss.
Do you know what I'd love is Barnsley, Portsmouth, Peterborough, Sheffield Wednesday, and Ipswich to lose at Pride Park, and us to be the only team that went on there.
Nah, that'd be funny.
Yeah.
What did you guys go for prediction wise for Bristol Rovers versus us?
2-0.
Oh yeah, we forgot about that one, didn't we? But obviously we'll write that down after the recording. Don't worry. Or we could do it at the end. Don't worry about it. We'll go through the table first. But if Peterborough, I'm going to talk about Peterborough now. If Peterborough if they want to be in a promotion scrap this season, they'll have to beat Oxford next. If they prove that they still want to be around the playoffs, they'll have to beat Oxford next.
I don't think they're going up. They're too inconsistent unless they pull off what Sunderland
in
did
the last 5 games, 3 wins,
really
1 draw.
I mean, like I said to you, or to you both before that, I've said this to Jack anyway when we was out together. Like I think it was about 2 weeks ago now. I said
was that when we went to the pub?
Yes, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I said if we can get to all the wins up until Wickham at home, 61 points.
Yeah.
And if Ipswich kind of do the same, if they get a good run in as well, same as us, we could pull away. Us and Ipswich could pull away from the
rest of the pack.
From the rest of the pack. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. We could.
I wouldn't
But
rule
it depends
Wednesday
how
out
Sheffield
though,
Wednesday. It depends how Sheffield Wednesday play as well, because you never
Yeah,
know.
I mean, their fixtures are quite decent.
I'm just looking at Ipswich and the rest of the teams around that top half. I'm just saying, have Ipswich played Peterborough yet this season? I don't think they have.
Not sure.
I will have a look. Don't worry. Look, here we go.
But I mean, Sheffield Wednesday's running is quite decent. Lincoln, Bristol Rovers.
That's results, Harvey.
Lincoln, Bristol Rovers,
they have not played Peterborough yet.
Yeah, I thought they hadn't played Peterborough yet.
Sheffield Wednesday got.
And I know they've got to play Charlton as well.
10th of December.
And when do they play Charlton?
When do they play Charlton? Soon actually. 29th of October.
Oh, that's next weekend. The weekend we play Scum on Halloween.
Dubs.
Come on, Charlton.
Odds on
3 in a row,
to win 3-0. Yeah, odds on Charlton to win 3-0.
Exeter, then Portsmouth. Guys, Ipswich will be fucked.
But remember, we've got to focus on our performances as well. You can't always rely on other teams, but
yeah, I know. It's just,
imagine if that's the intro and Ipswich fans watch it and go, "What a fraud!
What a fraud!"
Well, I will get messaged that if Ipswich end up beating Charlton at the Valley, but come on, Charlton, make it. If we get battered at the Valley, and if Pompey get battered and a red card at the Valley, surely they can batter Ipswich at the Valley.
Surely, yeah.
That'll probably get clipped now, and when Charlton don't beat Ipswich, that'll get sent to chat going, "Ooh, look at this."
Oh no! If Charlton lose that game, I'll just look at the fixture. I'll be like, "Oh, Charlton."
Bloody Charlton.
By the way, just to put in
perspective,
sound
like Mark Goldbridge there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sheffield Wednesday got Derby on the 3rd of December, just to let you know.
Okay.
That's a half-12 kickoff. Is that on Sky? That must be. Sure.
It's probably on Sky then.
Yeah.
Talking about the next teams, Portsmouth obviously 5th. They will need to beat Forest Green, but Barnsley 6th with 21 points. But right now, 3 teams on 21 points. Shrewsbury, Bolton, and Barnsley. Which one of them teams could be in that playoff spot by Christmas?
I'd love it if Shrewsbury was in that top 6 instead of Bolton, Barnsley, or Peterborough.
I want 22. Yeah.
What do you think, Liam? Who do you think could be in that playoff spot by Christmas?
I don't think they will, but I'd love it if Shrewsbury were in it.
I think Derby, to be honest.
Oh, you think Derby?
I think Derby just nick it,
I think I said to you the other day, Harv, I can see Derby and Charlton as the... In fact, I said it on the group. I can see Derby and Charlton as the dark horses in the second half of the season.
You did say it, yeah. You did say it, yeah. You did say that. But it's about the Derby's away form as well, because they are decent at home, but their away
I don't think Derby will go up, but I can see them finishing in the top 6.
Do you want to know why it's moved? Derby, because of England.
Oh,
yeah, that was why.
Savage.
Yeah,
savage. But 6th, 7th, and 8th. But Barnsley, Bolton, and Shrewsbury. Shrewsbury right now, this is probably their best season they've had in a while. You could honestly say.
It'll be since 2018, because 2018 they were amazing.
They were 4th or 3rd.
They were unlucky to not go up that season. They were unbelievable.
Yeah. Their ninth derby. This is this is the first time they've been in this league for a while, but they're probably their worst start to a season in this league.
I think they would have expected it to be hard though anyway.
Yeah.
But like most fans that are not fans of Derby, on paper they thought they should come on, they should surely go out. Look at the team that they got. Come on, really. But you should always believe.
This is where I agree with what England said the other day. I just think the minute Rooney resigned, I just knew it was going to be harder for them.
I thought that. Yeah.
I think they'd be much higher up the table if Rooney stayed.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Excuse me. But then Charlton 10th. If they can bounce their away form back up, I feel like they could be in contention again for playoffs. They could be the dark horses, like you said, 100%. We'll see what happens. Then Exeter, 11th. Scumbags.
Move on to Bristol Rovers.
Yeah, we move on to Bristol Rovers. All right, should we just do this instead? Should we just do where's actually I'm gonna do this. Come on,
let me have where you're getting your pen out.
Oh, can I get the pen out, please? Oh, if it doesn't let me get my pen out, I'm gonna
Harvey's
cry.
magic pen.
There we go. Here we go.
You should cross it. You should cross their name off in green instead, so it shows who the best team in the county are.
There we go.
Brilliant.
There we go. They're gone. Okay. There we go. We can't see their name anymore, so they're a nameless team. We don't know who the hell they are, so they're a nameless team. That's all we could say. But
just say Kevin Nicholson FC are in 11th.
Yeah. The Scum, obviously, where do you think they'll realistically finish the season?
Mid-table.
15th.
Yeah.
Fucking Fog then put them in to finish in a relegation
Yeah,
spot.
I mean, that was early predictions anyway, though, because they didn't sign anyone. But I don't know what it is with their squad. The way I saw some of their performances in League One last season, that's why I had to stay up.
League Two, mate.
League Two, sorry. Fuck's sake.
Come on, you fraud.
Yeah, like. My morning mind is now taking over my evening mind. It's like my brain wants to swap the other two rounds.
It's malfunctioning right now.
Yes, that's exactly what it feels like. But yeah, no, I just thought some of their performances last season, I think they'll stay up, but there's no way I can see them being in the top half of the table.
No.
Yeah. And then
I think they'll finish mid-table. 15th pretty much is mid-table anyway.
Yeah. Then
12th, Bristol Rovers.
Yeah, Bristol Rovers 12th. Team that Pieface hates. Not more than Wickham, but he does hate that. He does hate Bristol Rovers, but
he does hate Bristol Rovers.
3 wins in a row.
Bristol Rovers.
Is that something we should be scared about?
No,
or not?
No.
Have you seen his Have you seen his GeoGuessr video he did? And he landed in Bristol Rovers. Oh, his rage was so funny.
Go on. What was the lines? Go on.
I'll send you the video link right now.
Send me it as well.
Cool. I'll watch it.
But with Bristol Rovers, we'll watch after this recording. But
yeah,
Bristol Rovers. It's their first season back in League One after being in League Two last season and getting promoted. But this season, I feel like this is a good start for them.
Yeah,
100%. But it depends if Joey Barton's team can take them. Look, with 22 goals, but the main negative for them is conceding 24 goals. That's the thing.
Yeah.
And then sorry, I just had a Tic Tac in my mouth. But obviously coming up against us next, and the previous couple of matches that they had though wasn't against teams that were around top 7, top 6. But coming up against us would be a real test for them for sure.
Yeah.
It'll be a real test. But we'll see what happens anyways. We will see what happens. But we'll move on to the bottom half of the table, and I think this will be Jack's part now, where he talks about.
It'll be I was going to say tomorrow. I reckon will be a hard game, but I still think we'll win 2-0.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same.
I did put 2-0 in the prediction.
But Wickham now 13th. Imagine if we get our pants pulled down now, Jack.
Well, like I said already, if they end up finishing in the playoffs, which I don't think they will, but if they do, that's where I'll be jumping in the sea as my punishment.
Yeah.
Although having said that, I said I'd jump in the sea anyway if Argyle get promoted as a celebration.
Yeah, I'll join you with that.
Oh God.
From the sea, Liam. It's good for you.
Yeah. I hate sea salt anyways, but who cares?
I don't see it as a positive.
What? What do you mean? We're celebrating enjoy. We're jumping in the sea.
I love the sea.
You don't get the joke. You don't get the joke. I don't see it as a positive. See it?
Yeah. Very cool.
The only see it I know is
or could run around the street naked.
The only see it I know is the annoying train announcements they always say. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sort it.
Just sort it out, mate. And then with Lincoln, with 12 games played, 14.
I still think they'll be top half of the table.
Yeah, they'll be top half. With Sheffield Wednesday next, I'd like to see them win against Sheffield Wednesday.
That'd be amazing for us.
That'd be amazing for us.
I really can see them take 2 points off Sheffield Wednesday tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll be surprised,
but it could happen.
I'm nervous. I am actually nervous for when we play them away in November. They're an underrated side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they beat us last season as well.
And Fleetwood, 15th, 0 goal defence, 11 goals scored, 11 goals conceded. The last loss was against Shrewsbury, 1-0. And they've got Exeter next. But
all I know is that if we go up and this team doesn't, then I know at least Harvey will definitely have a favourite team and player for League One next season. And that's a certain Barnsley Football Club and their player, Liam Kitching, as he likes to call Kitchen Sink.
Yeah. Don't disrespect my kitchen sink, all right? That just sounded completely out of context, but hey ho.
Not really.
Anyway, moving on.
Port Vale, 16th. To be honest, we thought they would be lower. I had them to go. We all thought I had them to be lower. Yeah. Cambridge, I don't think they could beat Cambridge, but with Cambridge, we'll go on to Cambridge now, but their form, Cambridge right now, oof. That's a positive for Port Vale to look at. With their form right now,
Cambridge are one of those. They've only drawn once, though. They've just lost 8 times, and that's what puts them down.
Yeah. Their losses really do bring them down. That's the main negative.
But if you had to choose, you'd definitely rather draw so many games than lose so many games.
Well, look at Fleetwood. They're doing that right now.
Exactly. They've drawn 7 times.
They're doing that right now. And then Accrington Stanley, who are they? 17. They're in 17th. Yeah. That's where they are. But 4 wins, 4 draws, 5 losses. They lost against us 3-0, and then they lost 3-0 against Derby. So 3-0, 2 3-0 losses in a row. But against Bolton, I feel like they'll lose by 3 goals again. I feel like they will. They're not a team that I feel that will be higher up in the league. I feel like they'll be at the bottom half.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like they will.
Yeah.
They'll probably scrounge around probably 18th, 14th. They may have little stints up higher, but I think that's where they'll probably stay. If they go lower, I'll be very surprised. Let's be realistic.
Cambridge.
Then Cambridge in the middle of a 4-game loss streak, which is horrendous for them. Terrible. Negative 10 goal difference, 25 goals conceded. And then being 18th is not great for Cambridge right now. This is not the best of starts that they would have wanted. They really wouldn't right now, Jack.
No.
Yeah. But against Port Vale, if they lose, that'll be 5 losses in a row, which I don't think they'll want that. They will not want to lose 5 games on the trot.
I think that, I know it's just the Papa John's trophy, but I still think that Papa John's trophy win over Ipswich will give them confidence going into tomorrow.
Yeah. It will probably give them a booster, yeah, for sure.
Oxford.
Then Oxford 19th against Peterborough next. And their win against Exeter will probably give the players a big boost for this game. Definitely.
Yeah, it's only Exeter, though.
But Remember, look where Oxford are, and look where the fucking scumbag twats are.
Yeah.
That was a little bit
tomorrow though as well. It's only Peterborough.
Yeah, but fucking hell, Jesus Christ, we're just taking the piss out of all the teams now.
That's as we should. The only one
as
we should be taking the piss out of is the best team in the world, the mighty Plymouth Argyle, greenarmy.
But then there's fucking shitty twatty Cheltenham in 20.
What did Cheltenham do to you now?
Sorry, Cheltenham fans. All right, sorry, I didn't mean that. 20th Cheltenham, they got.
Poor Cheltenham.
They've got Burton next. I feel like Burton will win this game.
Wait, Liam, what did you go with for Burton Cheltenham? Oh no, never mind. No, I just remembered you went Cheltenham away win, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
It could, but I feel like with Burton, the goals that they've scored, I feel like they will probably bounce. I think they'll probably 2 draws in a row Burton have had now.
What did you go for, Jack?
I went 1-1 draw. I can't see either team winning tomorrow.
Yes.
I can understand, but
Cheltenham, Burton for me are one of those teams where they've got the prolific goal scorer. They just they have such a struggling team around them.
Yeah, their defense
next
so many goals, Burton. But with Cheltenham, wait, what did you say, Liam?
I'll carry on. Go on.
No, you carry on. Go.
I was going to say next is the Beacon Club.
Don't get me started on Forest Green again. Harvey will just rant on about his forfeit again.
His forfeit, yeah.
What's your forfeit?
If Forest Green beat Portsmouth by 1 goal, I have to wear a Forest Green shirt in the next review. And if they win by 2 goals to 0, then Jack has to wear it.
No. Come on, let Jack wear
it. Yeah.
You should wear it, Liam, if you want to.
If they win by 3 goals, then Liam has to. That makes sense.
I don't want to wear that disgusting shirt.
Well, the forfeit's there now, so deal with it.
Oh, it's horrible. It's nothing compared to this Cars Dynaco shirt. That's all I'm going to give you now.
To be honest, though, a lot of my mates say, "Well, Forest Green have got one of the best kits in FIFA. It looks so nice."
What? Are they taking the mick?
Well, some of my mates actually got it as their kit, so.
Oh dear.
Anyway, moving on from Beacon Club.
Well, now we're talking about them, Liam. The bottom 4: Forest Green, MK Dons, Burton, Morecambe. It's been like that for a while, so it's not really a surprise for us. But right now, it hasn't changed. And like we said last week, do you think it will change, or do you think it won't? Most of us said no, but right now it's not, which is probably... It's what I agree with. They're not good. Most of these teams are not good enough in this league. Look at MK Dons, 9 losses. And then Burton Albion, 9 losses. Then Morecambe.
We got to play MK Dons on New Year's Day.
Yeah, at home.
Yeah.
Hopefully we bloody batter the twats.
We will. They look rubbish.
They look terrible. But with Forest Green, the forfeit's still on. I don't care what Jack says. The forfeit's on.
Just go in. Just go in injure Brokewick and we'll be happy.
What are you gonna do? Break his goddamn legs?
No,
just rip up the Forest Green shirt and I'll be happy. So I can escape the forfeit. I can't believe Harvey's just come up with this just horrible idea.
I'd probably tie into the goalpost.
What would you rather wear then, Exeter or Forest Green?
Oh, they're both horrible, aren't they? One of them's one of them promotes veganism and people not eating meat, which is horrible for me because I love my sausages and bratwurst and chicken and bacon. And the other one are just the annoying cousins, and they're buggers.
They're cunts, actually.
So choosing between a shirt between those two is like choosing who's a better judge or better person in general out of Simon Cowell or Amanda Holden.
No. Louis Walsh or Simon Cowell.
Huh?
Louis Walsh or Simon Carroll?
Oh, Louis Walsh. He's way more awesome.
It's a yes from me. Yes, thanks, mate.
You look like Ricky Gervais. Shut up, man.
Oh, you look like a pop star. You sound like a pop star. I'm putting you flu.
Oh, God, I don't. But we'll move on.
Don't like Amanda. Don't like Simon. Don't like Piers. There you go.
We'll move on from that.
Who does like Piers Morgan?
But Morecambe. But do you think they will? They'll stay at dead last for the rest of the season?
Yeah.
No.
I do.
Second to bottom.
Second to bottom. Who do you think will finish bottom then?
Oh, a toss-up between either Forest Green or Burton. I'm going to go Forest Green.
Fair enough.
I was thinking
as it stands.
I was about to say Forest Green, yeah.
As it stands.
Yeah. Makes sense. But that's the table, obviously. Right now, things are looking positive. This is what we're going to do again. Do it every single time. There we go. But obviously, we're top of the league still. Who cares about the points? All that matters is that we're first in the league. Don't care what anybody else says. But tomorrow will be the most vital match right now. Away match in our season against Bristol Rovers. It'll be brilliant to watch. Hopefully, you all enjoyed this video. Obviously, the Plymouth Argyle scoreline. I'll write that down. Don't worry. We'll talk about the prediction. We'll talk about who got the predictions right, who got them wrong in the review. Don't know when we'll do it, but it will be later on down the road.
Could do it tomorrow.
Could do it
tomorrow if you want. I mean, I'm free tomorrow.
So.
Are you all free tomorrow?
Yeah.
The review you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me think. What am I doing tomorrow night?
No.
Yeah, no, nothing. Yeah, I could do tomorrow night.
Yeah, that's fair. We could do. All right. So in the middle.
Also, I can spend tomorrow anyway trying to get a Shrewsbury fan on for Tuesday if possible.
That'd be brilliant. Yeah.
Nice.
But thank you all so much for watching. It was an absolute pleasure for Liam to jump on midway through this. Very good, and then Jack as well for the second part. We had Liam on. We had Liam on in the first part, but second part we had Jack on, and then Liam joined halfway through. Brilliant. Yeah. For you all to come on. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully we come out with an amazing result tomorrow. That's all we can say. Hit the like button and subscribe. Turn notifications on so you don't miss out on any new videos on this channel. But as always, we'll catch you in the next video. Goodbye.
Also,
do you all want to say the next words?
Also, and before the end of this video, if Harvey does make me wear the Forest Green shirt, he's getting 10,000 water bombs in his house the following day.
Wow.
I mean, I don't think his dad would be happy.
No, I don't think my dad would be happy.
Oh, doesn't matter. It's payback.
What's going on?
It's revenge.
What's going on? Why is it so soaking out here?
Mind you, it could be worse. At least we didn't bring a Wickham shirt into this scenario. I really would have cried.
There you go. Now you found something worse.
Saying that, Harvey, that's probably
cried.
Saying that, Harvey, that's probably the reaction one would give. To be fair,
it probably would. Yeah.
I love how you impressionise that so well. That's class.
Yeah, but
let's go.
Do you all want to say the final words before we end it?
Have you got any final words, Liam?
No, but all I want to say is hopefully we win tomorrow. Yeah.
Simple as that.
You got any final words, Harvey?
I haven't got my Argyle shirt on, but Green Army. Anyone else?
Nah.
I'll get the scarf now that you've said that. But
there you go.
My final words is that if you wanna relax, have a packet of Skips and you'll be laughing.
Have a crisp sandwich with Skips.
Have a break, have a Kit Kat.
Have a break, have a Kit Kat.
Exactly. Liam's spot on there. You can't be.
Have a break. Have a break. Watch the Argyle Way. We'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.
Bye bye.
When they pull on the green, they're all Janners.